1063, dispatch. Mobile 3, Mobile 5, Mobile 8, and all officers in the vicinity. We have a multiple 1096 and 64 Prince Street. SWAT and hostage negotiation have been deployed. Report on site, 1029 Hotel.
Mobile 3, dispatch. Is that the Higgins house again?
Dispatch, Mobile 3, affirmative. 1063, dispatch. All units be advised. We have multiple reports of, I can't believe I'm going to say this, a large...
So, the family always loved the killing and the torture, you know what I'm saying? But, Chris No Smiles, Dan the Psycho Man, and Little Nick the Tank, they decided to have a sit-down and finally stop the murder and get the family back in business. They was losing too much money, you know what I'm saying? Chris No Smiles called Little Nick the Tank and said, hey, we need to have a sit-down. They decided the Mamillas was out of control and called for a truce.
We need peace.
Rochelle, the meat maker, and Paul, the pummeler, finally decided on a truce, but both had alternative plans. Paul, the pummeler, invited Rochelle, the meat maker, to Christmas on Thanksgiving. All Italians know you never invite family to Christmas on Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Rochelle, the meat maker, took offense to this slight. Meanwhile, Paula, the pummeler, concocted a plan to, quote, make her sleep with the fishies. It was payback for the photobomb incident. Rochelle, the meat maker, she decided she was going to make Paul, the pummeler, sleep with the fishies. You know what I'm saying? Boss. You had me kill Pete the Neck, Billy Rugg, and Joey Donuts. And now you want me to kill Paula the pummeler? She's a made woman.
She sleeps with the fishes.
But she played nice and accepted the invitation anyway. Paula, the pummeler, used a more sophisticated approach to communicate with her family. Paula, the pummeler, she was a little bit more schooled in her approach because all the time she spent in the joint, you know what I'm saying? She learned to speak code from the Tattooed Sisterhood. She spent a lot of time with them, a tactic which was effective until we brought in the FBI Linguistics Task Force. Agent Ollie Tabooger from the FBI Linguistics Code-Breaking Task Force. We were commissioned to decipher and translate the undercover video of Paul the Pummeler dictating explicit instructions to her family in the form of a story.
The kids had a hamster and it escaped, and it was in the walls. We could hear it running around. It was like, that thing cannot die in this house. So my friend said, you have to put donuts out on the stairs. We put donuts on the stairs, and then we saw him come out. We had to sit at the bottom, and when he finally came down there with the donuts, we put a cup over him.
After running the conversation through our proprietary AI software and playing the results backward in reverse, this is what we found.
After we finish dessert, you are all going to make Rochelle the meat maker sleep with the fishes. Capiche?
I'm Donna Carradall. I live at 65 Prince Street in Hastings, across from Paula and Jeff Higgins. I was home working a little late that night, trying to finish up a project that I was working on. It was about 6 o'clock. Then there was a distant rumbling that sounded like it was getting louder and louder. The house started shaking, and then the power went out. Suddenly, the brightest light that you have ever seen started shining through the windows. I walked over to the door, and I looked up, and there I saw it. I saw the craft.
1063, dispatch. All units be advised. We have multiple reports of, I can't believe I'm going to say this, a large metallic object the size of a football field hovering above the Higgins house with light rays emitting from it.
See a tiny thing right above me? Oh yeah. Up there. Right there. You see it? Right there.
hovering right over the Higgins house. I couldn't believe my eyes. It was like a movie. The Higgins family were all outside looking up at the spacecraft. Then all of a sudden, they all floated up into the air and disappeared.
Richard Boner reporting live for the hard news in front of the Higgins house. And as you can see, there's a large alien spacecraft behind me. No worries though, they are friendly and benign. So, you know what I'm saying? They was talking about smuggling alien spacecraft into the country, but we all thought they was talking about like code for drugs and guns and like kind of like the politicians and they speak code about their pizza toppings. You know what I'm saying? The reports say that the entire family were abducted by off-world beings after they disappeared without a trace. I find that hard to believe, but we were instructed to cold case the files. We know of only one member of the family that had not arrived at the party before the incident, and that was Rochelle, the meat maker. She had also disappeared without a trace. My name is Dr. Ligma Johnson. I'm a professor of extraterrestrial LGBTQ+ studies and extraterrestrial cultural appropriation at the University of Harvard. I was brought in by the FBI as a consultant after the disappearance of the notorious Higgins crime family abduction by off-world beings. There are many different species of off-world beings. The tall grays, the short grays, the brown goblins, but the one particular species known as the reptilians are the most dangerous. And apparently, the Higgins family decided to steal one of their spacecraft from the Vatican. They surely came to exact revenge and to recover their lost spacecraft. Even though these beings are exceptionally tough, they do possess an Achilles heel, and that is